At this time, I call to order the meeting of the Board of Mayor and Selectmen for the City of McComb City, Mississippi, May the 14th, 2019. We will have Selectman William with prayer.
Let us bow our heads. Gracious Father, we just come to you right now in the name of Jesus. Come to you, Father, just want to give you thanks and honor that's due to your holy and precious name. Father God, we thank you for the opportunity that you have given us to see another day, Father God. Father God, we pray and ask that you would just continue to bless us and keep us and guide us into the ways of you. Father God, we pray and ask that you would create in us all a new heart, a new spirit that seeks after you and honor you and adores your holy name. And Father God, we just thank you for all that you have done and all that you're about to do in our lives. And we just give you all the glory and praise. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Before I begin with our docket, let me simply say that on the 8th of this month, we experienced a tornado, or near tornado. It was, the fact that we dodged a bullet. It could have been much worse than what it is. However, no lives were lost. Material things can be recovered, but lives cannot. So I thank God for not taking anyone's life during that storm. Now it's time for us as a community to understand that we have a task ahead of us. And that task does not require anyone to be critical of the action of this board. We are taking all the necessary steps to make sure that the City of McComb not only is safe, but also will be clean from this storm. So please, work with us, have patience. We're going to ask that our community, if you have someone there cleaning your property, have them to push it to our right-of-way. Those of you who may have insurance and you've got someone contracted out, most contractors know our ordinances. And one of our ordinances says that if you contract out a person to do that type of work, they are to haul it away. That's our ordinance. That's not Mr. Lockley. That's not Selectman William or the CA. So if you're contracting someone who is a tree cutter, they know for a fact that they need to haul it away. But other than that, push it to the right-of-way for when we do start our cleanup, that it will be in the right-of-way, because we cannot come on private property to pick up debris. Please work with us and not against us. Thank you. I need a motion and a second to receive our consent docket. Selectman Tullis. Selectman Williams. Any discussion about our consent docket? No discussion. All in favor say aye. Okay. 5 ayes. Motion carried. See if Angela's on yet. We moving right along. Employee recognition. Part of my job is to recognize employees who've been with the city for a long period of time, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. And both of these people I have had the opportunity to work with when I was Deputy Director of Public Works. The first one that we're going to talk about tonight, ask him to come forward, is Mr. Tony Lang. And I always have a little cheat sheet, and my cheat sheet tells me that Tony came to work November the 20th, 1998 with the City of McComb, and he's single. He has one daughter, Courtney. He graduated from North Pike High School. Okay. Not only that, but he served in our U.S. Army from 1982 to 1992. And when he came out as a corporal. In public works, he went from a maintenance tech 1 to maintenance tech 2 to a crew leader. Tony has been with us 20.5 years. While he's here tonight, Tony is retiring. Did you hear what I said? Tony is retiring. And you know, by him retiring, it means that he's given us a number of years, and now he's ready to go do something else. Okay? But we have a certificate for him. It says, in appreciation, this certificate is presented to Tony Lane in recognition and appreciation of loyal and valuable service to the city of McComb, Mississippi. Our best wishes and heartfelt thanks accompanying this expression of gratitude. Retirement, 20 years and 6 months. Tony, you'd like to say something?
I just say thank God for this opportunity to serve the city of McComb, and thank God for everybody I work with, and I miss the relationships we have being the city with the guys, but I just thank God for the opportunity I had to serve.
Okay, and his department head is here too. Miss Alice, would you come forward, Miss Alice? And his crew leader, or his superintendent, Leroy. Take that cap off, Leroy.
You came out of full focus.
Miss Alice, do you have anything that you'd like to say about Tony?
Yes, I didn't look at the cheat sheet, so I just know that I've worked with you before, and I hate you leaving me now, since I just got back, but I wish you all the best, and if you ever need us, just feel free to call us, okay? All right, thank you.
Leroy, you had the opportunity to be his immediate supervisor.
A great man. Strong, hard-working man. Been on the trail with me. We've been on this together. We came to the city of McComb, it was a year before Tony. But the relationship was great. Appreciate working with him. He's my right-hand man. I'm going to miss him. So like I told him, I'm going to call you. Appreciate it.
I'm doing this on 3, 3. My assets and oaths and corporate.
Okay. Good. Again, Tony. You know, everybody seems to want to retire, Mr. Bowman. I don't know why that is. The second person is Mr. Johnny Gray. I work with Johnny there in Public Works also. He works in the Traffic Division with Jim McCullough. Johnny, would you come forward, please? Johnny, you got anybody with you tonight?
No, sir.
Alice?
And it's superintendent. Come on, dude. You came out, you full force for him too.
Again, I have a cheat sheet for Johnny. Again, Johnny was the crew leader in our traffic division. Johnny came to work with us April 11, 1997. And Johnny is married to Jane, his wife. He got one son by the name of Garrett. He's a 1978 graduate of McComb High School. How about that? McComb High School. Do we have any McComb High School graduates here? Johnny came up as a maintenance tech 1 in the street division. Then he went to a maintenance tech 1 in the cemetery division. Then he moved over to vehicle maintenance. Johnny, you've been with us 22 years. That's a long time to be with a city or be on a job. And I know you've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, but I want to say thank you for giving the city of McComb 22 years of service. Again, Ms. Alice, what do you have to say if you want to say anything?
My department just getting lighter and lighter. Thank you for your years. Thank you for your years of service. I appreciate you.
And Doug, you have had the opportunity to work with him as his immediate supervisor.
I've worked with or around Johnny for 16 years. The city is losing a very, very valuable employee. I don't think there's too many people that know the city like he does.
You just told us today that it was a lighter master, so I say, well. And I thank him for that. We didn't do this.
I've been texting.
Understand, after the storms, many of our traffic signals had to be replaced. And they were replaced, and Johnny being in traffic division, he noticed that. You see, once you get used to doing your job, you can pass by and you know something is wrong right there, just looking at it.
You're always looking up.
You know, Johnny, so often I tell people when they retire, they're just closing one chapter in their life and getting ready to start a new. You're getting ready to start a new chapter in your life, and I want to wish you the best. Johnny, you have anything to say?
I just appreciate my 22 years of employment in the city of McComb, and I made a lot of great friends.
Okay.
And I cherish the rest of my life.
Okay. Number 3, consider adopting a resolution approving payment of a 13 check to retirees of the Fire and Police Disability Relief Fund. Can I get a motion and a second?
Second.
Motion by Selectman Cameron, second by Selectman Brock. Any discussion? No discussion? All in favor say aye. Opposers nay. Hearing none, let's continue. Consider approving an ordinance for the city of McComb addressing the compensation of personnel and the content of applications for employment, equal pay. Can I get a motion and a second?
So moved. Second.
Selectman Hill and Selectman Johnson, second. Any discussion?
What is this different than what's been going on the past 8 years or whatever?
Selectman Thomas, as far as our pay scale and everything, we hire based upon classification, not based upon sex. Therefore, when a person is hired, whether it's a fireman or policeman, they're all hired at the same pay. So this is a recommendation that has come from Selectman Johnson. So he may have to clarify that, but I just know that when we hire department heads, they come in new, step 1, they all make the same salary.
We've been by the law, by the
Yes.
book in the past.
Yes, sir. So you have to get that from Selectman Johnson. Yes, sir. Selectman Johnson, they would like to know from you why you're proposing this change.
I have nothing to say about it, we discussed it in the work session.
Selectman
some of us weren't in the work session, can we address that tonight?
Well, that's your problem.
Mayor, there's a question on the table. I mean,
He's not gonna answer, so I can't make him answer. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay.
Nay.
Let me, ayes, show your hand. Selectman Hill, Selectman Brock, Selectman Johnson, saying aye. The nays, show your hand. Selectman Williams, Selectman Toller, Selectman Cameron. The mayor votes nay. Consider approving a proclamation for National Police Week, May the 13th through the 17th, 2019. Can I get a motion and a second?
So moved.
Selectman Toller.
Second.
Selectman Brock. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We gotta have this proclamation here. Public Works. National Police Week. If you will allow me to read that proclamation. It says, the City of McComb City Office of the Mayor of McComb City, Mississippi proclamation. Whereas police officers of America has worked devotedly and selfishly on behalf of the people of this nation, regardless of the perils or hazards to themselves, and whereas these officers have safeguarded the lives and property of their fellow Americans, and whereas by the enforcement of our laws, the same officers have given our country internal freedom from fear of the violence and civil disorder that is presently affecting our nation, and whereas these men and women, by their patriot service and their dedicated efforts, have earned the gratitude of the Republic. Now, therefore, be resolved by the Board of Mayor and Selectmen of the City of McComb City, do proclaim the week of May 13th through May 17th, 2019, as National Police Week. In testimony wherefore, I have unto set my hand and cause the great seal of the City of McComb City, Pike County, Mississippi, this the 14th day of May, 2019. Chief?
Yes, sir.
Would you retrieve this proclamation for me?
Yes, sir. I'm glad to do that. And I appreciate you all for that so much.
Thank you, sir. Very good. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Gonna do this on 3, 1, 2, and 3. If that you hold it, gonna get a couple more.
Consider approving a proclamation declaring May the 19th through the 25th, 2019 as Public Works Week in the City of Macomb. Can I get a motion and a second? That was Selectman Toller.
Second.
Cameron made the motion, Selectman Toller second. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Hearing none. Ms. Alice? And I'll read that proclamation. City of Macomb City, Office of the Mayor, Macomb City, Mississippi proclamation. Whereas public works, infrastructure, facilities, and services are central to a sustainable city and the health, safety, and well-being of the City of Macomb City residents. And whereas these critical facilities and services could not be provided without the dedicated efforts of public works professionals, managers, and employees. And whereas the Public Works Department performs essential services, including roads and the public building maintenance, water supply, wastewater treatment, fleet maintenance, parks and cemetery maintenance, and emergency response support. And whereas the City of Macomb recognizes the importance of public works employees and pay tribute to them, for their sustainable contribution to our quality of life in all hours of the day and in all types of weather. And whereas it is in the public interest for citizens, civic leaders, and children of the city of McComb to gain knowledge of and understand the contributions made by the Public Works Department in their community. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Board of Mayor and Selectmen of the city of McComb City, do proclaim the week, May 19th through the 25th, 2019, as Public Works Week. Ms. Allen?
I'll do this on 3, 1, 2, and 3, and I ask that you hold it.
Number 7 says, consider authorizing payment for housing of prisoners during the month of February 2019 for the city of McComb, Department of Public Safety, Police Division, to the Pike County Sheriff Department, 2109 Jess Hall, Industrial Park Road, Magnolia, Mississippi, 39652, in the amount of $8,269.11. Can I get a motion in a second?
Second.
Selectman Cameron and Selectman Hill. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed is nay. Hearing none, let us continue. Number 8, consider authorizing payment for housing of prisoners during the month of March 2019 for the city of McComb, Department of Public Safety, Police Division, to the Pike County Sheriff Department, 2109 Jess Hall, Industrial Park Road, Magnolia, Mississippi, 39652, in the amount of $7,828.64. Can I get a motion and a second?
So moved.
Selectman Hill, Selectman Cameron, second. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed is nay. Hearing none. Thank you. Number 9, consider approving payment number 2 from M&P Construction, 130 Walker Circle, Richland, Mississippi, 39218, in the amount of $71,682.06 for the Hollywood Cemetery Office Building. Can I get a motion in a second? Selectman Cameron, Selectman Brock. Any discussion? Hope you've been by. I've walked through the other day. Mr. Leroy came through while I was there. It's coming along very well, the building is. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed is nay. Hearing none. Number 10, consider approving payment number 4, R&J Construction, Post Office Box 6, Laurel, Mississippi, 39441, in the amount of $27,122.06 for the Park Lane Road Improvement Project. Can I get a motion in second?
Second.
Okay, Selectman Cameron, Selectman Tullis, and this was relating to the striping of the street. Am I correct, Ms. Allen?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Any discussion? No more discussion. All in favor say aye. Opposed is nay. Hearing none. Consider approving a change order, number 1, to accept change order proposal number 2 and number 4 in the amount of $46,460 for the ground storage tank rehab project. Can I get a motion in a second?
So moved.
Second.
Selectman Tullis, Selectman Brock. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed is nay. Hearing none, let's continue. Consider approving change order number 2 for Greenbrier DSLP for the Northwest Interceptor Upgrade Project for an extended 51 days. Can I get a motion in a second?
So moved.
Okay, I heard 2 voices. Let me say Tullis made the motion and Cameron second. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, any discussion? No discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed is nay. Number 13, consider receiving a grant from Walmart in the amount of $2,500. Can I get a motion in a second?
So moved.
Selectman Toller. Selectman Cameron. Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor? Wait. Yes, sir.
And this going to the police department, correct?
This goes to the police department.
All right.
Okay? Any other discussion? No discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Hearing none. Consider purchasing an Consider purchasing an ad in the Enterprise Journal for the Discovery magazine for a 16-page ad for the cost of $225. You see that is placed on your desk, where you see what it would cost, and you'll see what we have done in the past on the second sheet. Can I get a motion and a second?
So moved.
Selectman Cameron,
Second.
Selectman Tulloch, any discussion?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Is there any other way that we can advertise this besides the Enterprise Journal?
No, because they're the one who does the magazine. It's done by Enterprise Journal.
Okay. I want to know if we have any other way of doing it.
Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay?
No.
Okay, let's make sure I get the ayes and the nays. All in favor say aye by raise of hand. You have Williams, Tullis, and Cameron saying aye. And the nays, raise hand. Okay, Locksley voting in favor of it. Let's keep moving. Consider purchasing the property at 6.6 acres of land adjacent to the MLK Center from the Delta Foundation in the amount of $55,000. Can I get a motion and second?
So moved.
Selectman Johnson. Second. Selectman Brock. Any discussion? Yes, sir.
Sure could use that money on streets and cleanup.
Selectman Brock.
Mayor Lockett, that's totally illegal.
Okay.
Where is this money coming from?
We had initially said that it would come from the account, MLK, that was $150 something in that account.
And didn't we borrow $500,000 for the hotel motel tax for the purpose of renovating our park?
But we spent all it.
All that, correct? So we couldn't just take this money and use it for streets, right?
Not according to the bill, we could.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other discussion? No other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay?
Nay.
Okay, that's 4-2. The ayes have it. The nays are Selectman Thomas and Selectman Cameron. Consider approving and accepting the bid of Montgomery Technology System LLC as the lowest and best bid in the amount of $18,300 for swing doors and a salad port gate for the McComb Police Department, and further authorize a budget amendment for said amount. Can I get a motion and second?
Second.
Okay, Cameron, Selectman Brock, second. Any discussion?
Are we replacing both doors at Salad Port?
Chief, would you answer that?
No, sir, it's the electronic controls of it, it's kind of word funny, but it's the electronic controls, it's, outdated and it's broke down and there's no way for us to fix it. This is the lowest, quote that we got. The other ones were $24,030-something now, so, and in excess of that.
Okay. Appreciate it, Chief.
Yes, sir.
Any other discussion or questions? No other? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Hearing none. Consider accepting the low bid of $158,000 to construct 2 bathrooms, one at Beartown Park and the other at the multipurpose field at the sports park from Scarborough Construction Company, LLC, 220 Stroud Road, Roxy, Mississippi, 39661, to be paid for or through the hotel motel tax.
So moved.
Selectman Hill made the motion, right? Okay, second? Williams. Okay. Discussion.
Where's the handout?
It should be on,
I'll see it over there. You have it.
here, you can have it.
I did get that.
Okay. Any discussion? Yes, sir.
We went from 27 to 79,000 per.
That's what happens when we get architects and engineers involved in construction, prices go up. Any other discussion?
27 wasn't a bad deal. I would agree with that, but I can't agree to $79,000 for a bathroom in 2 places.
Any other discussion? Selectman Rock?
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to, rebid these bathrooms, decline and rebid.
Well, let's just, you know, you vote this up or you vote it down. We can vote it down and then we can go back and rebid.
You can't make an alternate motion, can you?
You can, but let's go ahead and kill this one,
Gotcha.
and then we'll go back out. Yes.
Mr. Cox?
Yes, sir.
These bathrooms, this is the 18 by 18
18 by 20.
by 20.
Yes.
What's that square footage?
360.
360,
Yes.
and that's divided by half of that 158. How much is that square foot roughly?
Give me a moment.
$220 a square foot. Sounds about right. 219.
Is that a good square footage number for?
Well, it's a small building like that, the per square foot cost is subject to be larger. I would have thought around 150 a square foot to 200. But we had 6 bids, and this was the lowest bid. We can put it back out for bids. We can change it and bid one only, or whatever the board wants to do, or we can accept this bid. There's not much chance the unit cost is going to go down. It's sustainable design. It's concrete block walls and wood frame roof, shingle roof. I mean, there's not anything fancy about it. It's made to be tough though, because it's going to get people abuse. So.
It's not likely we're gonna get some new contracts and proper bid on it.
There are none that I know of locally that didn't bid on it.
Selectman Johnson?
Where did we have this money allocated coming from?
This money was coming from
The money that we're borrowing against, or did we have some money left over in that account? What's Ms. Dillon, what's in that account now before the $500,000 hit?
I would have to get it for you. We had some other things that came back.
Just a moment. Ms. Joy,
Yeah,
would you have any idea what's in that account?
roughly about 70.
Roughly about 7.
So the general fund would have to catch the remaining of the balance?
If we're gonna pay it, if,
Mm-hmm.
and then we reimburse it. Selectman, Cameron,
I understand we had a huge debacle with our first bathroom that we did pay, whatever it was, 27,000, whatever it was. 18, okay. I understand we had a bad deal there. But I could go with constructing bathrooms for something around that amount. I mean, nothing against architect, nothing against bids, nothing against having bathrooms at these two places. I just don't think the city needs to pay $158,000 for two bathrooms.
Again, if y'all, this board either vote it up or vote it down, and if you want to, re-advertise, you can do that. But it does not mean that when we rebid, that the cost is gonna go down. Unless we decide that we're going to reduce it back down to, size-wise,
And I don't think that's gonna work, because we need 2 stalls for female restrooms.
When do we turn this in? Is there a deadline on this?
deadline on what?
Turning this, or selecting a bid?
The bids are open 45 days from the date of the bid. The bid date is April the 25th.
Is that another week and a half?
No more than that.
April, May?
Or do we just want to bid out one versus 2?
Could be, that could even lead, based on, that could even lead to higher prices. So, cutting back to one stall, it's unacceptable out of the back of the book.
And trying to reduce it and, or just rebid, I don't see our costs going down.
If we don't change it, and when we rebid it, the cost is, I mean, there's no reason for it to go down.
Right.
And you had the competition of the local bidders, bidding at the local contractors, and it's just,
And that's the mayor of these.
it's 2 separate projects too, and so you got mobilization at 2 sites, and even though they're not far apart, they are apart, and that's part of what added to the cost of the per square foot cost of the bathrooms.
And as the mayor alluded to, I mean, we had architects, engineers, and all of those involved, so my suggestion is that we just bite the bullet and get them built.
I don't see us spending that much money for bathrooms. Is there any way that, I mean, probably not, but I have to ask, is there any way that we can make this a community project? Possibly get Lowe's involved, they have different classes that teach stuff like this. Possibly we'll be able to do it in-house, maybe. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do that with tax dollars, that's the question.
That's a good question, actually.
I'd like to make a motion to table this until our work session.
Second.
I don't want to vote it down. I mean, it might still be.
No, we can bring it back up, that's what you're talking about. Second.
There's a
I mean, either way.
substitute motion to table this, and the substitute motion was made by Selectman Hill, second by who?
Me.
Selectman Johnson.
With
The substitute motion is to table this to our next work session.
With the efforts of finding out information that we can make this a community project, we're getting our local building supplies stores involved.
We have the motion, now it's time for discussion.
The only reason I want to vote it down is because the motion is consider accepting a little bit of $158,000. That's the only reason I want to vote it down.
Okay.
we vote this time, we'll bring it back up as bring it up however you want to bring it up. That's the only reason I voted for it.
Now, if you vote it down, that simply means you reject the bid, you'll have to go back out, you can't bring it back up. So, table it probably would be the better if you all want to talk about it.
Either way,
Okay, so we have the substitute motion to table. Any more discussion? No other discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay.
Nay.
Selectman Tullis, nay. It's been tabled to our work session. Number 18, consider approving the advertisement for one vacancy on the McComb Housing Authority Board, term C, which will expire May the 31st, 2019. Appointments are for a 5-year term. Applications will be accepted in City Hall. Selectman Johnson. Selectman Williams. Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Consider approving the advertisement for 3 vacancies on the Historic Preservation Commission Board, term A, which will expire May the 31st, 2019. Appointments are for a 3-year period. Applications will be accepted here at City Hall. Selectman Johnson.
Second.
Selectman Cameron. Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Consider approving advertisement of 1 vacancy on the Historic Commission Board, term C, which expires May the 31st, 2018. Appointments are for a 3-year term. Applications will be accepted here at City Hall. Can I get a motion in second? Selectman Johnson. Selectman, which one? Cameron or Tullis? Cameron. Any discussion? Yes, sir.
but I understand that this board does not have a, vice president or a co-chair. So if the president is not there, then the board is not able to meet. Does one of these terms, does that board have the authority to make them a vice president, or does it come from this board?
It's that board's responsibility.
Okay. We need to make sure that they get a vice president.
We can do
Because if the president is not there, they're not meeting at all.
Okay. We can instruct them to make sure they fill those positions. Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. 21, consider approving the advertisement of 1 vacancy on the Licensing Board of Electrical, Plumbing, and Mechanical, term C, which expires May 31st, 2018. Appointments are for a 4-year term. Applications will be accepted here at City Hall.
So moved.
Selectman Hill.
Second.
Selectman, who's second? Selectman Tullis. Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. 22, consider approving the advertisement of 1 vacancy on the Licensing Board of Electrical, Plumbing, and Mechanical, term D, which expires February 28, 2018. Appointments are for a 4-year term. Applications will be accepted here at City Hall. Can I get a motion second? Selectman Tullis.
Second.
Selectman Cameron. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor say aye. Opposers, nay. 23, consider rescinding the joint appointment of McComb Pike County Airport Board, term D, as silent, and declare that position vacant until January the 1st, 2020. Can I get a motion in second?
So moved.
Selectman Cameron.
Second.
Selectman Tullis. Discussion. Understand that at no point, I don't think, where this board and the Pike County Board of Supervisors would reach an agreement on the appointment here. So, with that being said, it is my recommendation, and this is my agenda item, that we would consider this appointment vacant until January 2020, when a new Board of Supervisors will come on being started. Selectman Brown.
Excuse me.
I'd like to make a substitute motion to skip this item.
Skip, substitute, skip,
I'm sorry, table.
table.
Second.
Second by Selectman Johnson. Any discussion? Selectman Cameron?
Can we just have a little discussion about why we're tabling it, I'm just curious.
My position is firm with, Mr. Silas, remaining at the appointment where we put him for the joint seat and not this position. That's my position on table.
So considering item number 24, where he would be seated, you're gonna forego that.
You mean the next item on the agenda, 20?
Yeah, as appointing him in our seat where he gets a seat at the table, no matter what. You're gonna forego that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Motion.
Okay.
Motion was to table.
Motion is to table. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay?
Nay.
Okay, we have Cameron and Tollett, nay. Ayes have it. Consider approving Ed Silas to the McComb Pike County Airport Board, term B, to fill the remaining time which expires December 31st, 2021. This appointment shall take effect immediately. Can I get a motion of that? Johnson, second. Once, second twice.
Second.
Cameron, second. Discussion?
I just wanted to just make this, just for the record, is that the city of McComb by no means put this position, as the David Duke show said, in hostage by any means necessary. We made an appointment. We sent our appointment to the county. They rejected that appointment, and I stand firm that the county needs to ratify our appointment. As we talked about weeks ago, there was a gentleman's agreement that existed. Now the county board president, who misrepresented some things in the newspaper a couple weeks ago that alleged I had a meeting with him, Selectman Brock had a meeting with him, never happened. So that's my position on it. The gentleman agreement has worked since the establishment of the agreement, and I don't see why it shouldn't work here. And I think that it's a disgrace that we have supervisors, two supervisors who represent the city of McComb who voted not to ratify our appointment. That's why we have elections. So hopefully the citizens of McComb will take that into consideration at the ballot box.
Did we have two supervisors or one?
Two, District 5 and District 2.
District 5 and 2. Okay, Mayor, item number 24, is that not another void? That was good, item.
So,
Is this the item that we're on, number 24, consider appointing Ed Silas to the airport board to remain in term? That's another void since we did number 23, correct?
it could be, we can vote down, up or down.
Another void, that's.
Okay. Well, it's on the agenda.
Motion to skip.
Okay.
Second.
No, wait. Substitute motion. To skip. Selectman Brown. Selectman Johnson. Second. We have a substitute motion to skip. All discussion? Yes, sir.
I think the meeting that the supervisor was talking about, I mean, I think we all got the package in either in the email or whatever.
Can you speak up?
I think the meeting that we were talking about is, we got it, and it's, maybe he meant meeting was by text or whatever, but there's text messages and there's documents where things were signed, where we said it wasn't signed, and then it was signed. Here's stuff from 1998 from Sam Mims, and here's some stuff from things signed from Aubrey Matthews, the president of the Board of Supervisors, Vinton Ray Adams, the Mayor McComb. Again, this board seems to love to kick a can down the road or beat a dead horse. Who put this item on the agenda? I did. Okay.
What are the things that you speak of? You said you use the term things very loosely. What things are you speaking of there, son?
I think we all got this in an
It's not
email.
public information. I mean, I've seen it, but you're saying things and it's a broad term. And we're having a detailed discussion. Now, I'm just...
I'll give it to the I'll give it to the paper and the media.
Okay, we have a motion here to skip. All in favor, say aye.
Discussion. Good discussion. That, the documents that you read just alluded to, not one of those documents is signed jointly by the city of McComb and the county, correct? Or do you have it over there?
I think it is, but maybe not. I think you got it.
I don't have
No, we can
anything
move that.
signed by the county and city.
Okay, maybe I don't have it either.
Any other discussion? No other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Against? Nay?
Nay.
Tolerant? So it's skip. Consider, it was skip. 4-2. Consider adopting an ordinance to decriminalize marijuana. Motion and second.
So moved. Second.
Selectman Cameron, Selectman Johnson. Discussion. Selectman Cameron.
We asked the police chief where his stance is on this.
I don't think police chief.
Pardon?
I don't think he needs to be involved.
Thank you. And this is a matter of policy that the board is deciding. We're the policy makers. He enforces the policy.
Selectman Hill.
Go ahead. You see-
Whoa.
You're so enthused, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I need to come to work sessions.
Selectman Hill.
All right, I'm glad to see this back on the agenda. Once again, it's legal in many other different states. We're just only trying to decriminalize and not make it legal. You still will get that. You still will be penalized for this, given a citation for this, for having marijuana. This is going to be considered a criminal for doing so. I was in the store the other day and I happened to see a jar with, it wasn't marijuana, but it was a substance that identical to marijuana. And I think it's something along the lines of spice. So if this city is going to allow spice to be sold in stores, then, and that's more harmful than anything that anybody consumes that send many of our citizens to the hospital, then I don't see what's the big deal about marijuana. We're sending our citizens to jail and we're paying the cost for it. And they're seeing other counterparts of this nation making money and profit and living wealthy off something that we're going to jail over. And it's just not fair. And I think we need to be ahead of the ball. We're already behind the ball. We need to get with the with the program.
Okay, any other discussion? Selectman Cameron.
Chief, where do you stand on this?
I control this meeting, Chief. I do not need your input in this. This is a discussion the board of mayor and selectmen.
Okay. My next question would be just to you, did you report the spice on the counter to our police?
No, what I'm going to do is make a motion tonight, later on at the end of the agenda, to take all those items off of any store in this city.
But what about the item that's sitting on the counter tonight?
Okay, we have to address it. I mean, because, once again, Spice, I don't think they have been able to pass legislation to make, Spice illegal yet, because they constantly change the chemicals in it.
I understand.
So anything identical, to, marijuana, or anything identical to, any tool that's used to use marijuana or any other drug such as meth, anything like that should not be sold on the counter.
I understand.
Okay.
Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Let show of hands. Aye. Hill, Rock, Johnson, nay. Hands. William, Tullis, Cameron, Lockley, vote no. Consider adopting an ordinance to seal, release all misdemeanors except simple assault, domestic violence, and any violent crime. Motion is second.
So moved.
Cameron,
Second.
Johnson, discussion. Selectman Talbot.
I know no one around this board owns a business except Cameron, but let's say we all did. Would you appreciate someone coming in, stealing $999 worth of your goods and merchandise and get away with just a ticket? I wouldn't.
Mayor, this is already in place. All we're doing is making the ordinance to reflect that. Then Selectman Tullis, you voted for the ticket book.
Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay.
Nay.
4-2. Talbot and Cameron saying nay. Consider a recommendation from the city administrator appointing Joyce Smith as interim director of recreation effective May the 16th, 2019. Can I get a motion in a second?
So moved.
Okay, I heard Johnson and Talbot. Any discussion? Like Talbot?
I had the honor of working with her for about 11 months, and she's great.
Okay, any other discussion?
Is the attorney still on the phone?
No.
Mayor, do we have to advertise or for this particular position, or could we move her there on a permanent basis?
Well, because we're an equal employer, equal opportunity employer, we should advertise for it. We should. Our citizens should have the right to apply for the job. Any other discussion? All in, yeah.
The minimum pay is going to be the same as the regular pay, Mr. Butler. Thank you.
Okay, any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Hearing none, let's continue. Consider delegating Mayor Lockley as the voting delegate and Selectman Ronnie Brown as an alternate at the MML Annual Conference, June 25th, 2019. Can I get a motion in second?
So moved.
Johnson and Tullis, Selectmen. Any discussion? No discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay. Consider approving travel for the Board of Mayor and Selectmen to attend the National Institute for School Leadership Superintendent Luncheon in Jackson, Mississippi, June 4th, 2019. Can I get a motion in second?
Second.
Selectman Hill, Selectman Brown. Any discussion? Selectman Cameron?
Really and truly, what will this bring to the school?
Our superintendent is a part of the class. Again, I'm just saying, our superintendent is part of the class, and we received the invitation.
Okay.
Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers, nay.
Nay.
We have Selectman Tullis and Selectman Cameron. Nay. Consider approving the travel of Board of Mayor and Selectmen to attend the National Black Caucus of Local Elected Officials Summer Conference in Jackson, Mississippi, July the 17th through the 20th. Can I get a motion and second?
So moved.
Selectman Johnson. Second. Selectman Brown. Discussion. Selectman Cameron.
No, this is always included in
This is the national.
in Jackson, gotcha.
Work session.
Okay. Any other discussion? No other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers nay.
Nay.
12 to 2. Toland and Cameron saying nay. Consider ratifying the mayor and the public works signature for underground boring on Alfred Street for Buffalo Services for the installation of groundwater recovery well and vault well. Can I get a motion and second?
So moved.
Selectman Cameron.
Second.
Selectman Toland. Any discussion? No discussion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers nay. Hearing none. Consider donating to Hoops Jamboree 3rd Annual Basketball Tournament 2019. Can I get a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Selectman Ross, Selectman Johnson, any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Let me get the ayes. You got 4 ayes. Nays?
Nay.
Okay. We still have to make sure this is an organization that we can donate to. If it's not, we can't donate.
Well, we just table it to
We'll just have enough voters to pull up the list.
I know this is not.
It's not on the list.
Why is it even on the agenda?
Because we had to vote it up again.
I mean, but if we know,
It's not.
if we know that it's not nothing that we can do, why is it on the agenda?
Well, it was on the work session, it said put it on the agenda. Yes, sir.
It says annual basketball tournament, is that not recreation? Why does it have to be on the list?
Yeah, and I think while we're on that conversation, I think what we got confused is organizations that you can give contributions to. This is not an organization, this is something that's promoting the city. Which is perfectly legal to do. We just did with the Iron Horse Festival, the board just in Iron Horse Festival 501c3.
It is.
Do you know if this is not a 501c3? It just said it wasn't, or it wasn't a do you know what list he even talking about when he's talking?
Sure.
Yeah, we can really probably say what it's done.
Mr. Bowles is saying, let us talk to the attorney before we do anything.
Sure. So we have it on that side.
Can I get a motion?
Do you?
Personally.
Yeah, I do, okay.
I'm sorry, man, what were you asking?
Can I get a motion to table this and with Angela being at the work session on Tuesday?
Question. What's the date of this tournament?
I think you may need to rescind it, Mayor.
Well, you can get a substitute motion. Well, it went forward to, you got to rescind it, you're right. Well, it don't have a date on it. That's the one we're looking at. They don't have a date on this, on the brochure we have. It's in July? Oh,
July.
It's in July.
And, okay, so what were the, give me the votes by name.
The vote was 4 to 2, Hill, Brock, Williams, and Johnson in favor.
Okay.
And Toller and Cameron against.
Okay.
So the motion carried.
And you want,
And because it has carried, we need to rescind that motion and then take it up at work session.
You can't table if the vote is. Correct, and that's, rescinding this is based on, you want to verify with the attorney, not just a list, is it on the list, but it's qualified as a reparation.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm good with that.
I'd like to make a motion to add one additional item to it.